Many people are turning to drugs and alcohol to cope during this difficult time. In fact, alcohol sales are up 50%. News 4's Alyssa Toomey sat down with an addiction counselor to talk about why this time is so challenging and the signs that you should watch out for. Good morning, Alyssa.
Hey, good morning, Mo. Well, right now, many of us are cooped up at home. We're stressed, we're anxious. We may even be feeling a little depressed, and all of that has people reaching for a drink, maybe a little more often than you did before. Now, while there's nothing inherently wrong with having a glass of wine or having a cocktail, you do need to keep an eye on how much you're consuming and if there is an increase. So I sat down with Tim Gorman. He works with Preferred Family Healthcare. He says you should watch out for things like problems in your life that might arise from drinking and that increased consumption. He says if you find yourself saying things like, I would have done this, but I was drinking, that can be a sign of a problem. Now, most of us know it's not a good idea to use alcohol or drugs to cope. I asked Gorman to share the #1 thing we should be prioritizing during this incredibly difficult time.
Talk to each other. Talk to loved ones, connect with friends, don't isolate. We have a lot of clients who are playing video games all day, watching TV, sleeping all day. It's so important to maintain human connection at a time like this.
And Gorman also pointed out all of the memes and the jokes that are going around right now that are kind of normalizing that increased consumption in alcohol. While you may see some of them laugh from time to time, Gorman says, it's really not something that we should joke about. It's going to be hard enough to come out on the other side of this, and we certainly don't want to come out of it with a substance abuse problem. Preferred Family Healthcare is also a great resource during this time. I'm putting their contact information up on our website right now. Live here at my home in St. Louis this morning, Alyssa Toomey, News 4.
Yeah, some great